Welcome to A Foundation Focus. I'm Amber George with the Waco ISD Education Foundation, and I'm here today at Alta Vista Elementary with kindergarten teacher Reese Cannon. Miss Cannon, you recently received 2 grants, one from the Waco ISD Education Foundation and then the other from the Retired Teachers Association. Can you tell us a little bit about these grants and what you brought into your classroom?
Yes, ma'am. With the Texas Retired Teacher Association grant, I was able to purchase a lot of dictionaries. I believe teaching writing at the kindergarten level is most important because I think that's going to help raise all the scores in the 4th grade when they have their first state writing test. So that's what I did with that one. With the Waco Education Grant, we invited a famous author, Susan Stevens Cromwell, is coming on April the 10th, and we will also be studying books that she has written, 5 books 5 weeks prior to her coming, and she is going to teach the children that she even had difficulties learning how to write and all the steps that they've had to learn to write.
Can you tell me what you've seen in kindergarten students as they're learning to write? What do you say to parents that are like, well, they're only in kindergarten, they don't write yet? Or how do you answer that?
They may not can write yet, but they have a mind and they're creative and they can think. If a child can think, they can tell you a story. If they can tell you a story, then they can write a story, and that's the steps that I take in teaching writing.
Stretch up high to the south, work out, tap your knees to the beat, work out, twist your hips just like this, work out, everybody work out, yeah, to the letter sounds, hands on your shoulders for the letter, hands on your waist for the sound, hands on your knees for the word, everyone work out.
I'm here now with Joe Ruiz. And Joe, can you tell me a little bit about your stories that you did? It says, I like Christmas because...
I get presents.
You like getting presents? Yeah. And your favorite Christmas character is who?
Frosty.
Why is Frosty the Snowman your favorite Christmas character?
Because he's made out of snow.
He's made out of snow. Do you see Frosty in July?
No.
When do you see Frosty the Snowman?
In winter.
Oh, in winter because he's made out of snow? Yeah. Would he melt in July?
Yeah.
Is it too hot? Yeah. My favorite activity at Christmas is making...
Cookies.
What kind of cookies do you like?
Different colored ones.
Different colored ones? Who do you make cookies with?
My mom.
Yeah. Do you share them or do you eat them all?
I shared them.
That's really sweet of you. And it says, I would buy my mom...
Jewelry.
You would buy her jewelry? Oh, I bet you're an awesome son, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing your picture. You did a great job on your story.
I like Christmas because it snows.
It does snow.
My favorite
Christmas
character is Gingerbread Man. My favorite activity is making cookies. I would buy my dad a jacket.
And did you color this jacket? Sean, this is amazing. This is great work. Now, how often does it snow at Christmas time? And are you hoping it snows on Christmas break? Yeah. Would you go outside and play in it? What would you make? Would you make a snowman? Yeah. Would you throw snowballs? Yeah. What are your favorite type of cookies?
Chocolate chip.
Mine too. I love chocolate chip. So, thank you. You did a great job. Okay, can you tell me your name?
Summerlin Goldsberry.
Summer, did you do a story for Christmas time?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what it says?
I like Christmas because Santa gives us presents.
Ooh, I love presents. What are you asking for Christmas?
I'm asking for a big Barbie house.
Ooh, that would be great. My favorite Christmas character is...
Santa.
Yeah. What does Santa always say?
Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah. My favorite activity at Christmas is...
Snow.
To play in the snow. What's your favorite thing to do when you're in the snow?
Throw snowballs.
Yeah. Who do you throw them at?
My friend.
Yeah. And then what does this one say?
I would buy my mom a picture.
That is a beautiful drawing. Which one's your mom?
She's right here.
And who's that?
Me.
That's awesome. Good job. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Miss Cannon, your kindergartners have produced some amazing work. Can you tell us a little bit about your perspective as a grant winner? The Education Foundation exists solely for the purpose of raising money for Waco ISD teachers and staff members, and we fund creative classroom projects. How would you have received funding, or how would you have run this program if you hadn't received the funds from the Retired Teachers Association and the Education Foundation?
Honestly, I wouldn't have, because this is over a $2,000 project that, with the two combined, that has allowed this to happen. Because dictionaries are so important to children, even the Pictionaries. It has to start at their independent level. And if you nurture that independence, they're only going to soar. And that's why I titled it Write, Score, Soar.
Now, I did notice on a few of the posters, not every word was spelled exactly right. Why is that?
That is the reason for the dictionaries, the Pictionary dictionaries. At this time of the year, the kids have learned the very vast majority of all letters and their sounds. And I will no longer tell them how to spell a word, so they have to get the dictionary and find the picture to find how to spell the word. If they cannot, then they have to sound it out, because they know all the sounds now. They have to be able to sound it out the very best they can, and that is their way of communicating, because I won't always be around to communicate for them.
You're a pretty tough kindergarten teacher. What would you say? No. What would you say to anybody that was considering donating to the Education Foundation? Because the Education Foundation only writes and grants gifts to the Waco ISD teachers in the form of creative classroom grants. What do you say to those that might be at home wondering about whether or not to donate to the foundation?
Oh, please remember Waco Education Foundation. We need any and all money. It's very important for these children with state budget cuts. We need all the help that we can get, and it's a worthwhile project.
Now, on January the 4th, the teachers have a deadline for their grant proposals that they're turning in, where they really get to write grants in one of our 4 focus areas and request funds. What do you think that the teachers should be looking into or focusing on?
Well, like for me, looking in on what you're planning to do on the second semester. For me, right now, the children are working on a full, complete one sentence, and that's why in their projects, each quadrant has just one sentence. In the second semester, they are going to be building on that second, 3, and 4 sentences.
That's amazing. I think that's incredible that our kindergartners are already starting to love writing and seeing how it's going to pay off for the rest of their lives. Thank you so much for having us here. I am Amber George at Alta Vista Elementary, where there are learners today, leaders tomorrow.